Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing something a little bit more different, but we will be showing what was the last time each team scored 50 points. So let's start with the Lions and Jaguars, which this game was a 52-6 blowout, and this happened this year at week 11. Because the Lions are like a juggernaut of a team, so that's why. And then we got Tampa Bay and the Saints, and Tampa Bay was the last one that scored 50 points. The last time they did was week 6 of 2020 full season. And then the last time the Ravens just scored 50 on us was versus us. Yeah, and we got killed by the Ravens 56-19. That was a stupid ass game. Ravens are tryouts. And then the last time the Raiders scored more than 50 points was versus the LA Chargers 63-21. The game was ugly, and and I thought this would have been the worst game ever. But no, instead, this game just became just a fucking blowout. And at least Brandon Staley got fired from this game. And then next we got the Broncos and Dolphins, and this was the last time my Dolphins scored 70 on the Broncos. That was a great time, and yeah, that was just perfect game. And then Broncos are getting screwed like usual. The last time the Rams scored 50 points was versus the Broncos too. This game was also supposed to be terrible, but it became a blowout, which was funny because 5-win team blows out a 4-win team by 50 points. And they put 50 on them. That's kind of stupid, funny. And then the last time the Cowboys scored 50 points was versus the Colts in 2022. Now, this game was a Sunday night or Sunday night, I'm pretty sure. And funny thing is that the Cowboys and this game in general was just the most average NFL game until the fourth quarter, where the Cowboys just magically scored 33 points. It got up to 50. The last time the Patriots scored 50 points was in 2022. This was in the 2021 season, though. Versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The last time the Patriots were actually decent, I guess. Not really. This one, they had rookie Mac Jones and rookie Trevor Lawrence, were the rookie battle, but obviously the Jags were terrible. Jaguars are also getting really screwed in this video, I can tell. The last time the Seahawks scored 50 points was also the same week when the Patriots scored 50 points. I know it was the Lions. I feel like those two teams, the Patriots and Seahawks, well, the last time they scored 50 points was versus the two worst teams in 2021. It's kind of crazy. And then the last time the Buffalo Bills scored 50 points was versus us. Now, this is when we had the rookie Tua, so obviously, we're not supposed to be that good, but this was our chance to get to the playoffs, and we choked completely in Buffalo, 56-26, completely embarrassing, and just terrible, fucking terrible. And the last time the Saints scored 50 points was versus the Vikings. This was actually a pretty good game. Last time they did that was in 2020. Yeah, pretty good game, honestly. And the last time the 49ers scored 51 points was versus the Panthers in 2019. Now, obviously, the 49ers were, really good that year, so that's why I think they managed to get 51 points on the Carolina Panthers, and the Panthers usually suck. And then also the same year, 2019, the Houston Texans destroyed the Atlanta Falcons, 53-32. Now, obviously, this was when they had prime Deshaun Watson. That was when Deshaun Watson was actually going to Houston. So, yeah, obviously the Houston Texans were really good that year. And the last time the Chiefs scored 50 points was versus the Rams in a shootout, 54-51, the best game ever. And it's kind of crazy that the Chiefs were a juggernaut of a team in, the last, couple years, 5 years. And yet they haven't scored 50 points. That's how fraudulent their team is sometimes, but hey, I'm happy the Chiefs are beating the Bills in the playoffs, so I can't be mad. But yeah, just the Chiefs scored 51 points versus the Rams, and they still lost. Pretty crazy. And then the last time the Steelers scored 50 points was versus the Panthers too. Panthers getting screwed like usual. In 2018, obviously, and that's when they had Big Ben, and this is when the team was actually sort of good. Not like the mid team. like everyone, like now they have like just the Steelers has just been mid, and I'm pretty sure they haven't scored like 40 points. No, they scored 40 points this year, but they haven't scored 50 in that long. The last time the Chargers scored 50 points was versus the Buffalo Frauds. Now, this is before Josh Allen came into the league. Yeah, this was before Allen became in the league, so obviously the Bills were not that good. The Bills are still shit with Allen, but they're more like fraudulent and stuff like that. But they beaten the Chargers, they lost to the Chargers 54-24. And then Broncos getting screwed in this part too. The last time the Eagles scored 51 points was versus the Broncos in 2017, 51-23. Now, this is when the Eagles won a Super Bowl, so that's why they probably scored so much on the Broncos. The last time the Jags scored 50 on the Colts was, versus the Colts was in it was like in 2016 or something. Pretty long time ago. Again, the Jags has been terrible in the last like couple years, but they were pretty good back in the day, not gonna lie. Last time the Packers scored 53 points, which is actually kind of crazy. The last time they scored 50 points was versus the Eagles, and back in 2014. Yes, the Packers have been really good in the last couple years, right? They've been always good for a long time, but they literally scored 50 points like nearly 11 years ago, which is actually kind of crazy. Last time the Falcons pulled up 50 points was versus Tampa Bay. This is when Tampa Bay was kind of terrible and the Falcons were actually good in 2014, yeah. So pretty crazy. And then the last time the Broncos scored 50 points, and yes, you guys finally scored 50 points, was back in 2013 when the Broncos had probably one of the best offenses in the NFL. And probably the best offense in NFL history. Just terrific. And I think the Broncos scored so many, like, 50 burgers on bad teams. Like, it's kind of crazy. Then, the last time the Chicago Bears pulled up 50 was versus Titans, too. Titans got screwed in that year. And plus, and that was in 2012. So, yeah, it's been a long time, and obviously, yeah, the Bears has been kind of poverty recently, so yeah. The last time the Giants scored 50 points was versus the Saints back in 2012. Yeah, pretty long time ago too. This is when Eli Manning wasn't in his prime, and it was still a pretty good team. And then the last time that the Jets scored 50 points was again versus the Cardinals back in 2008. Like, that's so funny. The Jets have always been poverty, and yeah. The last time the Browns scored 51 points was in 2007 versus the Bengals. Crazy we haven't mentioned the Bengals yet in this video, and the Bengals have been doing way better than the Browns recently, but yeah. Bengals it was kind of a shootout. It was a pretty good game. And then the last time the Commandos scored 50 points, they were actually named the Redskins. And they beat in the 49ers 52-17, and you can tell this game was old when they had the name the Redskins. Funny enough, this was also the last time they won a playoff game. This is the year they last won a playoff game. Not including this year, but obviously the Commandos scored 52. I feel like they probably scored 50 again next year because that team's actually a good team. The last time the Colts scored 50 points was versus the Titans back in 2004, which is actually crazy because the Colts was supposed to be, the Colts have been doing, they've been good since Andrew Luck, but they've been good with Andrew Luck in the last couple years of Peyton Manning. But, yeah, no, Colts scored 51 points. That was the last time they scored 50 points. And then the last time the Bengals scored 58 points, 50 points was versus the divisional rivals, the Browns, and the last time they scored was back in 2002, which is 20 years ago. That's a long time since the Bengals scored 58 points. And then the last time the Vikings scored 50 points was back in 1998. 1998, that is so long ago, but they beaten the Jags again, which is crazy. Jaguars are also very screwed. They get screwed a lot. But because the Jags suck, the poverty franchise. The last time the Houston Oilers. Oh yeah, yeah. So the last time the Titans scored 50 points was so long ago. They were named the Houston Oilers. They're not even in Tennessee. They were in Houston and they were named the Oilers, and they beaten the Browns 58-14 in 1990. That's how long ago that was. But obviously, we all thought the Titans was the longest, and this is only including the regular season, so that's why the Cardinals are last. We don't count the playoffs, we count the regular season in this game. And the last time the Arizona Cardinals scored 50 points in a regular season game was back in 1963, when they scored 56 on the Vikings. Funny thing is, the Cardinals, they basically put up, like, they'll name St. Louis. Like, that's how long they will. Anyways, this is the last time each team scored 50 points a game. Hope you enjoy.